New York, home of the Geneva Red Wings, where the Jamestown Jammers are about to do battle with the Red Wings. The Jamestown Jammers, of course, in first place in the PGCBL West, and in second place it is the Geneva Red Wings, a team that has played us tough all season long. And as a matter of fact, our record against them is 3-3. We're going to see if we can better that and get up over 500 tonight. We will do that with Michael Ginther on the hill. It'll be Andy Reid on the hill for the Geneva Red Wings. We'll talk more about tonight's game. And in just 30 seconds, we're going to meet Skylar Valentine. His player profile is next on the Jamestown Jammers Baseball Network.
Penswood.net Classifieds offers the freshest, most recent classified ads available with over 1,500 new ads each day. If you're looking for a reliable used vehicle, check out the multiple ads daily on Penswood.net Classifieds. From cars, trucks, RVs, and motorcycles, you can scan the ads or even a Penswood.net Classifieds has it. Penswood.net, where you can buy, sell, or trade locally.
Here with returning center fielder Skylar Valentine. Welcome back for 2017.
Thank you.
Good to have you back. Lots of memorable things about your being here last year. Some of the plays you made in the field were outstanding, to say the least. Sports Center kind of material. You had a really good batting average. You created chaos when you were on the bases. Let's talk about, we'll take those all one at a time, I suppose. You're in playing center field, especially depending on the ballpark. You have a lot of responsibility. It seemed like you enjoyed that.
I did. I think center field is good for me, but like Coach Brun says, he might move me around a little bit, but I think the versatility is a perk that I can bring to the table.
And of course, speed's all a part of that. There may be some kids watching or listening. Talk to them about what it is that you do as far as the way you train. Some of it's you. You were somewhat blessed with the speed, but what other things do you do to keep that up?
Back when we were in San Antonio, we would just do like sprints every once in a while, and just to keep up your endurance and those quick fibers going. And I guess just doing that every once in a while helps with the quick burst, and being able to steal bases is always a plus when it comes to baseball.
Yeah, you talked about endurance, and that's one of the things I think that settled in for a number of players last year. You guys put in a long schedule at college, and then you come here and you got 50 more games in front of you. You do get days off, but not that many. What's it like by the end of the season?
I guess you could say your body's pretty worn out, but at the same time, it's enjoyable to go out there and play what you want to, like the game you love, and when you're winning, it's even more enjoyable.
Hitting. One of the things that was very impressive is if someone would look at you and just judge you based on your physique, they'd say fast guy, can hit the ball, any number of other things. Wouldn't necessarily say hit the ball with power. And you're able to do that. Talk about how that developed for you, how you got that power.
Well, I guess growing up, my dad always used to say, like, if you play like Craig Biggio, which was my idol back when I was growing up, which is a little guy, but he has power and he has good contact. If you look at Altuve now, he has a lot of power, and he's, 5'6", 5'7".
Right.
The time, you got to learn what kind of player you are and play with that type of skill that you have. But when it comes to power, I guess I was blessed and with a little bit of juice behind me. So
yeah, one of the things about playing center field, especially in ballparks where it's not necessarily governed as to the kind of lighting you have out there in the field, What's it like? You know, each place you play is a little bit different. It's got to be tough because center field ends up being the dark one because the light standards point at left and right, and you know sometimes center doesn't get covered that well. I think it's pretty good here at Jamestown, but you know, talk about that's another aspect of the game. If you're playing center field, that really taxes you.
Yeah. I guess playing at different ballparks, I guess, really tests what you can cover. Some ballparks are deeper than others, some are wider than others, some are shorter than others, but at the end of the day, you got to take the right reads at the right time, and that's what makes baseball players baseball players.
Talk about your youth baseball days, Little League, whatever.
Yeah, I guess growing up, my dad always expected the best out of me, and so did my mom, and I guess that pushed me to be who I am today. But I guess for the kids out there, I mean, I would say do what you love to do and don't let anybody else hold you back from doing that. And if you work hard, I guarantee you there's someone out there watching and you might get a shot at something, whether it's JUCO or Division I baseball. It's still baseball.
What's your best memory of your days in youth baseball?
Shoot. I guess hitting 3 home runs in one game.
That's good.
I guess that one comes to mind. I guess that's it.
Win some championships in youth league?
I guess going to state and high school was pretty fun. Even though we didn't come out on top, that was something that I always remember.
One thing, I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, your dad told me about, you know, the one ailment that you had, and to hear him tell the story, and this was after I watched you play for a whole season. Not only I was impressed to begin with, but this just added another layer on top of it. Talk about what that particular part of your life was like.
The blood clot?
Yeah.
I guess it was a tough time. I guess not expecting what was going to happen, whether or not I'm going to play baseball anymore or not. But the doctors in Dallas did a great job and got me on the field as quickly as possible and got me the ability to play for the end of my senior season. And it was really great because that's whenever we went to state, and that was something I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
Anything you have to do to make sure you don't have problems in the future?
I guess it should be precautionary. I know that the risk of having a blood clot later in life will be greater, but I guess until then, I'm going to live my life as well as I can live it every day that God gives me a chance to.
All right. Well, great to have you back. Good luck this year.
Good to be back. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
All right, you can see the interview with Skylar Valentine. Catch his player profile at the YouTube page anytime you would like to. We'll be back and talk to the head coach of the Jamestown Jammers, Anthony Barone. We'll do that next on the Jammers Baseball Network. Once again, that is coming up next.
Penswood.net Classifieds offers the freshest, most recent classified ads available with over 1,500 new ads each day. If you're looking for a reliable used vehicle, check out the multiple ads daily on Penswood.net Classifieds. From cars, trucks, RVs, and motorcycles, you can scan the ads at Penswood.net at any time of the day or night and find something that fits your needs. Looking for household items, student housing, or even a new pet? Penswood.net Classifieds has it. Penswood.net, where you can buy, sell, or trade locally.
Here with the head coach of the Jamestown Jammers, Anthony Barone, getting ready for tonight's contest against the Geneva Red Wings, a team that's been a thorn in our side. And one of the things you notice when you look at us against them is that it's 3-3 between these two teams so far. So how do we get up over that 500 mark and get a win out of this one?
Well, the first thing is just getting a quality start out of Mike Ginther. They've played us really well all year, and they're well coached, good team, have good at bats. So I think we get a quality start today and let our offense do their thing. I think we'll be okay.
Before I actually kind of jumped the gun. That's normally what we cover in the second segment, but we'll go back and we'll talk about the Sunday afternoon game at Russell E. Dietrich Jr. Park.
and you tried a little experiment, and that was you started the all-junior team. Everybody that was on your roster that was a junior got a start, and they did not disappoint you.
Yeah, you know, I like veteran offensive guys a lot, and coming off a loss, I just felt like I wanted to put my most experienced team out there at home to get us back on track before the off day, and they didn't disappoint.
No doubt about that, and the thing that you're going to have to do is try to key off of that win and then move on and try to continue to finish out this season. You know, the finish line is still a good distance away from us, and there's a lot for us to accomplish between now and then. But if we want to, we could use that as a launching point. Now, with that experiment having happened there on Sunday, is there an experiment where you would look at doing the underclassmen for a start?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of games left, and you know, my first point of business though is locking up the division. Like I want to really take care of business before the All-Star break. I really want this next week is take care of what we need to do, and you know, after that maybe, you know, we get a healthy lead and we clinch the division, which I really want to do. These guys have played so well, and I want to keep it going. I don't want to do anything crazy right now, but you know, yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a point where, you know, I can play some different lineups and get some guys some different looks.
All right, we'll come back and talk a little bit more about these Geneva Red Wings when we come back here on the Jammers Baseball Network.
Dave, what are you doing?
Just sending a gift to Dave 2037.
Who?
Me in the future. I save a little money from every paycheck as a gift to Dave 2037, so you can spend it on things like anti-gravity boots or a hologram Doberman, something cool like that. I think Dave 2037 deserves it. He worked hard. What are you getting Steve 2037?
I guess I was thinking Steve 2037 would just fend for himself.
Well, alright, but don't expect to be borrowing my anti-gravity boots.
You want to have money in your future? You got to start saving now. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1,000,000. For free ideas and easy ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
Hey, let's just hope Steve 2037 doesn't get his hands on a cold time machine, because he is going to come back here and knock some sense into you.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the
game.
One of the things I noticed when you compare the head-to-head stats is their ERA against us is a lot higher than what ours is against them. So obviously this gets back to something you alluded to in the first part, and it's Michael Ginther having a good start today.
Yeah, Mike's been really solid all year. You know, we need another quality start out of Mike, and just, you know, give us a chance to win, like I always tell a starting pitcher, and hopefully, you know, our offense can get into a bullpen and do what they do, which is, you know, have a good approach and draw some walks and steal some bases and do the little things to get us a win.
Yeah, that was in full play there in that game Sunday when you had the all-junior team out there, because there were those situations that we've excelled at over the course of the season, one of which that I'm most impressed with, and I think is always a part of a winning team, and that's being able to score with runners on base after two are out in any inning.
Yeah, the two out run scored is a huge part of winning baseball games, because just when a team thinks that, you know, they're closing out an inning, you can put some runs up on the board. It gives you all the momentum, and you know, I like what we did the other day with our bunt game as well with Conti. Conti's got it really going right now, and we're just playing good baseball.
All right, well, first game of the road trip. Let's get out of here with a win. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, Dave.
All right, back with the start of tonight's game after this on the Jammers Baseball Network.
Hi, this is Curtis Stone. Now, I've cooked a lot of food in my day. Steaks, salads, pasta, seafood, chicken, soup, sandwiches. I mean, you name it, and I've prepared it thousands of times. All of the 17 million kids in America struggling with hunger. That's 1 out of every 5 children. Now, luckily, there's more than enough healthy, nutritious food produced right here in America to feed every last one of those hungry kids. The only problem is getting it to them. That's where the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks comes in. They gather up surplus food to give hope to hungry kids and their families all across the country. We call them food angels, and you can local food bank at feeding.org. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're Feeding America.
A message from Feeding America.
Yeah, it's me. It's me. We've got to talk. High blood pressure is serious, and yours? Whoa. What happened to us? We used to be so much more active, but lately you've been ignoring me. I know you think I'm just gonna keep ticking away forever, but you're wrong. You can do so much more to control your high blood pressure. Doing the minimum isn't doing enough. I'm under a lot of pressure and can quit whenever I want. Bet you didn't know that. I like my job. Just treat me better. Check on me. Give me something green to nibble on every once in a while. And maybe we can do some exercise on occasion. Let's get to it. After all, we're in this together.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get your blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late. Find out how at heart.org/blood pressure. Check, change, control. Message from you.
Hitting third, first 30, Ben Brookover. In the cleanup spot, center fielder number 2, Skylar Valentine, the young man we just met in the player profile. Once again, be sure to catch in its entirety. Hitting fifth, right fielder number 9, Colin Stack. Batting sixth, the left fielder number 6, Ron Conte. Batting seventh, the shortstop number 1, Alex O'Donnell. Eighth, it is the catcher, number 22, Connor Rule tonight. Batting ninth, a designated hitter, number 20, Ryan Markey. Conley getting the Red Wings in the field. T.J. Bird, Matt Chamberlain is there. Matt Smith and right. Jake Lyle down at third. Matt Collins is the shortstop. Dominic Toso is at second. Will Hampson down at first. Jake Evans behind the plate. He is catching Andy Reid. Andy Reid coming into tonight's game for the Geneva Red Wings is 2-2 with a 4.91 ERA. This will be his 8th appearance and 4th start. 22 innings pitched. He's given up 20 runs, 12 of those earned on 34 hits. He's walked 3 and struck out 9. Before start, 5 doubles, has 13 ribbies, and he has walked 16 times as well. First pitch to him, we are underway, misses outside low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, the count to Jimmy Standahar. Just underway here at Geneva and McDonough Park. 1-0 pitch, catches that outside corner, and the count is at 1 on Jimmy Standahar. first inning. Estrada on the season for Jammers comes into the game hitting .290. He has 36 RBIs, one behind Tyler. Jammers and no left. The score at the end of one half, Jamestown nothing, and Geneva coming to bat on the Jamestown Jammers Baseball Network.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role for space.
Military troops are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It's just announced the vast majority of degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. By the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Back at McDonough Park in Geneva, New York, Jamestown Jammers and Geneva Red Wings. Let's meet the lineup for the Geneva Red Wings in tonight's game. Leading off for them, it will be the left fielder, number 3, TJ Bird. Batting second baseman, number 1, Dominic Toso. Hitting third, the DH, number 8, Mikey Arman. In the cleanup spot, it's the catcher, number 6, Jake Evans. Batting fifth, right fielder, number 18, Matt Smith. Hitting sixth, first baseman, number 32, Will Hampson. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 10, Jake Lyle. And batting in the 8 hole, it's the shortstop, number 7, Matt Collins. Batting ninth, playing center field, number 25, Matt Chamberlain. Jammers in the field tonight, John Conti in left, Skylar Valentine in center, Colin Stack in right, Chris Estrada at third, Alex O'Donnell at short, Jimmy Standahar at second, Ben Brookover down at first. It is Connor Rule behind the plate tonight, Chris Conley getting a much-deserved day off. And on the hill, it is Michael Ginther. Big Mike, as I sometimes call him, is 4-0 on the season. This is 6th game and 6th start. 27 1/3 pitch so far, has given up 13 runs. .250 with Michael Ginther on the hill. J. Bird swings and foul tips it in and out of the glove of the catcher, Rule, and Michael Ginther quickly ahead of TJ Bird. No balls and 2 strikes. TJ Bird coming into the game hitting .278, his 20th game and 13th start. 15 for 54 on the season with 11 runs scored, 19 total bases. Slaps at 1 and hits it foul down the first base line. Count remains, no balls, 2 strikes on TJ Bird. Jammers out for 3 on the road. We go from here to Onondaga to take on the Flames and then wrap things up in Elmira. There's a grounder towards second baseman Jimmy Standahar. He's up with it. Does the old double clutch, which you always hate to see, but he had plenty of time, and he throws out TJ Bird for out number 1. Dom Toso will step to the plate for the Geneva Red Wings with 1 out. No score in the game. Dominic Toso into the Ginter goes inside, Hampson up a bit. Count down 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody aboard. Bottom of the second and no score in the pitch. Just gets a piece of it and fouls it over toward the Jammers dugout area. Count remains 1-2 on Will Hampson. It'd be an interesting wrestling match, or if you want a wrestling match, Fielder's choice. And TJ Bird down at first. Toso, the second baseman, is at the plate. Runner at first and 2 out now. Down at first. And a toss over to first. Pretty good one from Michael Ginther. And diving back in safely, it was TJ Bird. Another toss over, more of a courtesy toss. That strike one. The ball's strike. Shakes his head like, boy, I wasn't on that one very far. Toso, a switch hitter, batting from the right side with the lefty Michael Ginther on the hill. Coming into the game hitting .255, the 0-1 pitch. This is outside low, and the count's now even at 1 on Dominic Toso. Toso with runners on base is hitting .241 on the season. He's had 29 opportunities. With that being the case, he does have 6 ribbies. Hits this one high in the air down the right field line. It's in foul territory. Brookover gives chase, and it hits right around the Red Wings bullpen area and falls for strike 2. Stack also giving it a charge out of right field. Unable throw down. Tag is a rule with the throw down. Standahar applied the tag, but it bounced and he had to reach back, and Bird was able to steal second base. Runner at second with 2 out now, and a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Toso. Michael Ginther trying to get Toso at the plate and wrap this thing up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's exactly what Mike did. He blew it right by him, as a matter of fact. And that'll do it for the Red Wings in their half of the third. They do get a run on a hit. No Jammers errors, and a runner left on base. We've completed 3. The score, Red Wings 1, Jammers nothing, here on the Jamestown Jammers Baseball Network.
What is that?
Oh, that? It's my time machine.
Does it work?
Sure, just hit this button.
Whoa, dinosaurs. Cool.
Or we can go here.
Hey, that's Napoleon.
Oui.
Or we can go to the future.